Let's mute this. All right. There we go. If you are just joining, let me know where you're joining from. Let me get us all set up here. Hang on just a second. All right. Let us pull out some paint just in case we need it. I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But we'll get it out just in case. All right. If you are just joining, let me know where you're joining from. I would love to know. I have been trying to get our cameras set so that I can see everybody and everybody can see me. Hey, Kelsey, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Well, hey, Aerosmith Arts, how you doing? We are going to be practicing how to make ruffles tonight because I've had several questions on it. Y'all, I meant to tell Miss Wanda that we would be here doing this and I forgot. Hey, Beth Robin, how you doing? Nancy, thank you so much. Thanks for the team bracelets. I appreciate that. So I am disappointed that, y'all, in case you didn't know, if you join the team here, you tap the little heart at the top. Looks like we have 25 team members right now. That's amazing. When you tap the little heart at the top and you become a team member, I am so sad because I have little tags that I can create for you guys, but you guys can't even see them. And my heart is broken. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? You want to do this so badly, but you just know you're going to screw it up. Okay, Kelsey, we are here to practice tonight. This is what we are doing. Your husband is worried your ratings won't be good because you're going up against Super Bowl Sunday. Man, we're going to prove him wrong. Going up against the Super Bowl. It's in my backyard. Who needs a Super Bowl? Does he even know us? Tim says he's watching both. That's right. That's right. My drawing is taking away ratings from the Super Bowl. That's right. Our live stream is taking ratings from the Super Bowl. We're taking viewers. I just say we're the pre-party, you know? We are where the party's at. We got to be better than the halftime show. I don't even know who's in the halftime show this year. But we got to be better than that. All I hear is people complain about the halftime show every year. Oh gosh. Okay. Hey Amazon, how you doing? And Davis is here too. Hi Davis. If you didn't know, we have YouTube going on over here. Hello, YouTube land. And we have TikTok going on over here. Hello, everybody in TikTok. If you have a paper and a pencil or a pen, grab it. We are going to practice because I have had plenty of questions on this. And I do think that I apologize because I may have left out some important information that makes this turn out a little bit better. And I wish that I had the original art piece that was in the post. I apparently do not have it, or if I do, I don't know where it is. So we're gonna make another one. So there you go. Hey, Nancy Pierce over here in YouTube land and in TikTok land. Look at you. Your frog and yarn. Oh my goodness. I have just kept going. It's still not great. No pen, no paper, but you still draw my attention. Oh, that is perfect. Thanks, Rizzle. Oh, Lady Gaga is doing a great tribute to LA firefighters. Well, that's amazing. Wait a minute, is that the halftime show? Is that what's happening for the halftime show? I have no idea. And Kim is over here knitting with all the yarn that was sent to her. Amazing. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna practice a couple of things first. So if you're just joining, grab a pencil, grab a paper. We're gonna practice a couple of elemental things first that we need to make a ribbon or a ruffle pattern. Because there is a little piece of, a little tip, okay? A little tip that I did leave out. It's a secret, but we're gonna reveal the secrets here this evening. Looks like she pre-recorded it on Bourbon Street. She probably did. I know, I said grab a pencil or a pen, but this is just for practice, One of the things that is really beneficial when it comes to drawing ruffles is to make sure that when you come around, you see how we're wider up here than we are in here? We want to create this widening effect so it gets narrow and wide and narrow and wide. One of the ways that we can do that, here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna make some bubbles, okay? We're gonna make a row of bubbles. So let's make a row of bubbles. They can be any size, it doesn't matter. So maybe we make, I don't know, a big bubble and a smaller bubble and another bubble and another bubble, right? We're just gonna make a row of bubbles. All right, we have made a row of bubbles. In between these bubbles, we're gonna make some more bubbles, lower. So we have a row, and on our next row of bubbles is gonna be in between these bubbles. So we wanna make sure that they kinda overlap. We want them to kinda overlap. See, we can make another one, and we can make another one. All right, we have a row of bubbles, okay? Row of bubbles, our next row of bubbles kind of overlaps. If you want them to be the same size, we can make them the same size so that you can see it a little better. And we can make them the same size. Okay, those are roughly the same size, right? Roughly the same size. All right, roughly the same size. So we have some that are a little wonky, some that are the same size. Doesn't matter. Hey Bethany, how you doing? And Tracy's here too. Yes, remember to like the live stream. I would really appreciate that if you did. Give it a like. Give me a subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow here on TikTok. I would really appreciate those things. I can do these things, but I know I can do these things, but I can't make a butterfly or draw a ribbon heart. I don't know why some things are so easy and some things are not. Okay. If you have a driver's license, we are about to do a road skills course. How do you draw perfect circles? I don't. Royal, I don't draw perfect circles. Oh, we have a new Nancy. Hey, Nancy, what are these? We are making, here's what we're making. We're making ruffles in some form or fashion. But we are practicing the element of making ruffles. So we're gonna do a driving course. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start, and it doesn't matter if you're right-handed, left-handed, doesn't matter. You can start on either end, it doesn't matter. But we're gonna go around our circles and we're gonna try not to touch anything, okay? So we go around our circle, we follow it around, we try not to touch anything, right? We got to keep it close in the curves because we don't want these two lines to touch either. So all we're doing is driving around these circles. It's a neighborhood full of cul-de-sacs. We're driving around our circles. Driving around our circles. Okay. We drove around our circles. These were all the same size. That was easy enough because they were all the same size. Let's try it if they're a little wonky and a little different. So we begin and we go around our circle. We try not to touch anything. It's almost like making the number 8 but not connecting it, not overlapping it. We're going around our circles, trying not to let any of the lines touch. We're just gonna keep this one close. Don't let any of your lines touch. Oh, that one touched, and that touched there, but that's okay. It's all right. Okay. So now we have a little wonky ruffle, okay? So if you can't just freehand a ruffle, it helps to make little bubbles to start with. Oh, somebody's been filtered. What are y'all commenting? Somebody's been filtered. There you go. Okay. Now that we have this down, the next pattern we're going to practice is we're going to practice doing this without the bubbles. All right. We practice doing this without the bubbles. It is a lot like making the figure 8 without crossing it. So imagine you're going to make a figure 8, but instead of crossing here, you just kind of kiss it. And you do the same thing and you keep going. You can make some of them bigger. Remember, we want to make that figure 8, but we don't want to cross, or like an infinity. You can make some of them smaller. If you start to change sizes, you will end up with an area that may be a little straighter than others. And that's okay. That filter hates you. It popped up after you said something. Oh my goodness. That filter does not like you, Tim. Hey, Shift Happens, how are you doing? I'm so glad to see you here. Okay, so we have made this pattern without the bubbles, and they're all different sizes. They're all a little wonky, and that's fine. That's fine for making ruffles. If you were making, like if you were filling a space, let's say we have a space, right? You can use this pattern to fill spaces, and in that case, they would touch. You would go back to back and they would touch. So it's a great pattern to practice if you are planning on making a ruffle pattern. It's like making the number 8 or an infinity without them crossing. Okay. Are we good so far? If you're ready to move forward, give me a thumbs up. If you're still like, wait, I have questions. Like, give me a different emoji. It looks like a bridge. It does kind of look like a bridge. How are we doing? I want to make sure that we're on the same page so far. And let me know in YouTube land, like, can you see okay? Are we too dark? I flipped devices. So over here on YouTube, it's a different device that I'm using today. So let me know. All right. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. Okay. Let me know if you still have questions. I'll give it just another minute before we move forward. You can, Kelsey says she can see just fine. Good deal, good deal. It doesn't let me focus, and it looks out of focus to me. So that's why I'm asking. All right, if we are ready to move forward. Royal says, I got it all down. I got it. Okay. If we're ready to move forward. You're blinded by the light. Then here's the next thing that we're going to do. We are going to practice making this in a curve. So we're just gonna make a curve, and we're gonna make a dot down here, okay? We're just gonna practice making this in a curve. So we would draw a loop and a big old loop. You can make some of them larger, some of them smaller, some of them swoop down a little lower. Maybe we make this one a little smaller and then this comes back up. Okay, all right. So we have made it in a curve. There we go. Now we have a curve. How we doing? We should have a hot mess going on our page. So we're gonna move on to the next step. I didn't draw it all the way around. I'm just making a little curve. Andrea says, dunk it. Dunk it, we're ready, dunk it. Okay, next step. Here's our next step. And remember, if you have trouble making these like bulbous, you know, like a big bulb, use circles, use bubbles to help you draw around them. You can always erase your bubbles, okay? All right. Ooh, looks like water splash. I like that. Like tonsils. Okay, our next step is to find the widest edges of our curves. We have our perspective point down here, and we're gonna move everything to this dot. If you need a ruler, do I have a little ruler? I know I had a little ruler. Here it is, we have a little ruler, okay. And you can see through it, which is great. If you need a straight edge, grab a straight edge, but we're gonna find the widest points of all of our inside curves. So like here's a wide point, right? Here's a wide point, okay. We're gonna find all the widest edges. Widest edges of the inside curves. There we go. Okay, we have noted all of our wide edges. From those edges, we're gonna draw a line from the edge to the center. From the edge to the center. We together so far? I feel like Lori, you got this. Yeah, you got this. You see, you got it. Okay, here's the deal. If you have, we're gonna deal with this back one back here. If you have a curve that cuts through another line, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. We don't wanna cross through any lines, okay? So then we find our next inside edge and we bring it to the center. So do you see how this now lives behind whatever this is gonna become? All right. We do this to all of our inside edges, our inside curves, the widest part of our inside curves, and we just draw a line straight in. Okay. Anybody have questions so far? How we doing? Hey Jody, how you doing? Does anybody have questions so far? Oh, good morning, you're living in the future. That's right, Jay, it's Ruffles. I had enough questions on how to do this that I figured we're just gonna break it down. So wherever you are struggling, wherever things fall apart for you, I need to know, hey, Andrea, you have a question? What's your question? Or are you just like, hey, I'm here? I'm waiting to see if anybody has questions. Can I dunk it? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. We're gonna do something with it in a minute. Okay, do we have our inside lines? We want to make this three-dimensional. Sometimes, if I start to get confused on what goes where, I will start adding a pattern to what feels like it's closer to me. So you should have a front and a back, or a inside and an outside. I don't know, however you want to think about it. But I always think about these as being a little closer to me. So if you could color it. Let's do that. Let's color it. I need something. What do I have? I mean, I have a million things. I don't know. Let me grab something. Hang on. I was not prepared. I was not prepared. Okay. We're just gonna pull some colors. They don't have to match. They don't have to match. And a blue. Let's just pull like a, I don't know, this. These are not gonna match, and deal with it. Just deal with it. They're not gonna match, and you can just deal with it. Okay. We're gonna have what feels like it's closer to us. Colored pencils would take too long. Andy, I have colored pencils, but they would just take too long. All right. So we're gonna color what feels like it's closer to us. This part feels like it's closer to us, so we're gonna color it a color. This is closer to us. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, but wait, you're gonna color over this. Yes, I am, because we can always come back with a fine liner and redraw that line. It'll be okay. I can still see it. It's still in pencil. So all these parts that feel like they move toward my face, I am gonna color this color. Okay. All the parts that feel like they are in, like moving back away from me, I'm gonna pick a different color. And these colors, I'm telling you right now, are not gonna match. Deal with it. All right, they're gonna be this color. This is the color I'm going with, because I just stuck my hand in the bag and grabbed. All right. This way we can kind of see what we're doing. Did I do that right? Hang on. Because now I'm confused. Aren't we all? I did the wrong one. Did the wrong one. No, I didn't. That was right. My bad. That was right. All right. We do all the inside ones. See, even I get confused. I live my life in a state of confusion most days. Okay, this is our last one. All the ones that feel like they are going away from us. All right, now that we have all those done, we have one more set of lines to draw. They don't match. I already said they don't match. I just stuck my hand in the bag and grabbed 3 colors. I already warned you, they don't match. Okay, we have our center point, right? So we did the insides of the curves. Now we're going to do the outsides of the curves. To do the outsides of the curves, you find the widest part of the outside of the curve, and you pull a line down toward the middle. And yes, it may be a teeny tiny space, but we just pull that line down toward the middle. All right. We find the widest part of the outside of the curve, and we pull a line down toward the middle, always at the center point. Widest part of the curve, down toward the center. Widest part of the curve, down toward the center. How we doing so far? Feeling sassy? You are feeling sassy tonight. Look at you. Widest part of the curve, down toward the center. So we have this large piece right here. And then we've got this little skinny piece right here. Widest part of the curve toward the center. And one more time, widest part of the curve, which is going to be way up here, widest part of the curve toward the center. All right. If you really wanted to, you could do this way down here too. That's if you wanted to, you don't have to. Okay. We're gonna give these a new color, but before I do, I am gonna grab a fine liner. I'm gonna grab a fine liner. And I'm gonna draw these lines one more time. We're gonna outline this. Should have done this a while ago. Just so that you can see where everything is going. All right, so we have our frilly wavy line. Our frilly wavy line. We have our inside curves that come down toward the center. All right, we have this one. We have this one. All right. Okay. Now we can color the outside. These outside sections. See, I'm aware they don't match. They don't match. It's okay. It's all right. This is just for a visual aid. So now you can see we have something that moves close, something that moves far away, and something that is the outside of our ruffle. So if you think, or the front and the back, if you think about like a piece of fabric has a front and a back. So now our fabric has a front and a back. Okay. We don't match, I don't care. Hey Laurel, how you doing? Luke says it's good with the color until probably I put that color on there. I don't know. But this is just for a visual aid, just so that you can see we have a front, we have things that move farther away, and then we have the back of the fabric. Or the ribbon, or whatever you're drawing. Why I can't make this into a ribbon heart, I don't know. This is what I know how to do. Okay, we have made a ruffle. You can do all kinds of things with this ruffle, right? You can put patterns in it. You can put different colors in it. You can put areas of, like if you just want to outline areas or inline areas, whatever, however you want to say that. You can inline areas. And you can darken areas. So if we were to do this in black and white, which is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do this in black and white next. And it'll make it look a little more three-dimensional. See, there's all kind of things that you could do in there. Okay. I'm going to scrap my paper, but does anybody have any questions so far? Because we're about to make a round one. Any questions so far? I know what Andrew's question is. I already know what your question is. I don't have anything big enough to dunk this in. Looks like something from The Little Mermaid a little bit. Well, Amy Lynn, I'm glad you're here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my colors because I don't need them, because we're gonna make this in black and white. Does everybody have their paper? Does everybody have their pencil? If you need to do this in pencil first, do this in pencil first. Otherwise, grab a pen, grab a paper. We're gonna make some ruffles. Was everybody here for the beginning? To recap, if you struggle to make your ruffles wide on one side and come to a point, I know it went through. Draw your bubbles, and do your driving skills test. And then you can go erase all your bubbles. And then you will have a ruffle. Okay. How long have I been doing this? Well, we've been here on this live stream since 5 o'clock. But I don't think that's what you're asking. Could be wrong, Amy Lynn, but I don't think that's what you're asking. Do you mean like how long have we been here, or how long have I been doing? Oh, yeah. See, Nancy says, as in today or drawing in general. Amy, we're so glad you're here. Well, we've been on the live stream since 5, but I have been doing this. I don't know. I've drawn just about all my life, or done something like it, just about, yeah, just drawing in general. Just about all my life, but I mean, I don't know. I just picked up drawing again, just a couple of years ago. So, hey, Tamu, how you doing? Just a couple of years ago, but you know, I mean, I've always doodled, and I've always like, you know, drawn little things here and there. Now, look, hang on. Can I draw something that looks like something? Not these days. Used to, yes. Like I used to love portraiture. I used to love, you know, faces and things like that. Can I draw from things that, ooh, you're subscribed. Wait a minute. Okay, hang on, Amy Lynn. Thanks for subscribing to the YouTube channel. But here's what you need to know. We actually do have a paid subscribers group. It is a lot of fun. It is a paid subscription. If you click on the link in my profile, it'll take you to my coffee page. It'll say subscribe through coffee. And we have a whole secret, we call it the secret subscribers only group. It's a, you know, it's not that well known, but, Dawn Marie says, no, I'm not ready. And Andrea's going to get her colored pencils. If you are here on TikTok and you have the ability to subscribe here on TikTok, you can always do that. We are at, hang on, that was weird. I don't know what it looks like for you, but on my phone, let it roll back around. We are at 61 subscribers out of 137. And it looks really weird. I don't know why. But if you are US based and you are having trouble subscribing through TikTok, click the link in my profile. We have the ability to subscribe through Coffee. It is not a part of TikTok, and it is $1 cheaper than subscribing here on TikTok. But that's if you're really struggling, because, you know, if you're US based, you know the struggle of trying to subscribe. However, there is a workaround. If you are on a computer, you can go to www.tiktok.com and log in, find the live stream, and there is a subscribe button. you still can subscribe through TikTok if you choose to go that route. If not, you can click the link in my profile. But we have a really fun subscriber space if you care to have a paid subscription. That is a paid space where we have monthly challenges, we have classes, we have way more fun than anybody should have for, you know, cheaper than the price of a bougie cup of coffee. You can have fun all month long. Yes, I do. Dawn Marie, it is $1 cheaper because I come out, I earn a little bit more from coffee than I do from TikTok. So I was able to make our coffee subscription a little bit cheaper for you. So I just kind of passed that along to you guys. So yeah, I would appreciate either one. I do enjoy the coffee subscription because it means that, you know, you don't have as much trouble subscribing. But that's just up to you. I kind of leave that ball in your court. So do you need to do it again? Tamu, I don't think so. I think, did you, okay, refresh my memory because we have 2 Tamus. Because we have 2, I get confused on which of you is which. Tamu, are you already in the secret group? Were you the Tamu in the class? Yes, was it yesterday? What is today? Sunday? Yeah, were you the Tamu in the class yesterday? If you were, then you're good. If you were not, if you're the other Tamu, then check your subscription, make sure it's active. Oh, and by the way, we also have a giveaway. We have a giveaway for our subscribers. We are giving away the Candy Hearts collection. Maybe we'll use this today. The Candy Hearts collection, we're giving this away on February 14th, which means you need to be subscribed you need to have that paid subscription in, either on Coffee or on TikTok, by February 13th. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Okay, we are moving forward. Here we go. Brand new piece of paper. Hi, brand new piece of paper. So glad you're here. Okay, here's the hard part. You were ready to yeet? Oh, man. We have some yeet happy people over here on YouTube. You better, no shenanigans now. We got some people ready to, you know, say bye-bye if you want to pull shenanigans. All right. I am not crazy about this cup of coffee, but still, I'm still drinking it. Okay. Let me wet our paint so that I can activate it before we move forward. We grab a little water. We add a little water, add a little water. So let's use our Candy Hearts collection since we're gonna be giving away this collection this month. By the way, this giveaway that we're having on February 14th, you don't have to be present to win. You just have to be a subscriber, as in a paid subscription. Let me make that clear since we have our YouTube friends over here. A paid subscription, either through Coffee or through TikTok. Hey, Anahi, how are you doing? Did I do all of them? Yes, I did. Okay, we added a little water. We're going to set this aside. We're going to let it activate. But yes, our giveaway for the Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection is outside of our normal monthly giveaway. Hi, Kansas Owens. How you doing? The Fish and Lure segment. Can't help you there, but I'm so glad you're here. Here's how I'm going to start. I'm going to start with a circle on the page. Just a little one. A little circle. But, you know, you do you. My page now has a belly button. Hey, Kath, how are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Okay. Now I'm going to make this frilly pattern that goes all the way around. If you need to do yours in pencil first, go for it. If you need to draw your bubbles, do that. Oh my God, I had the hiccups. I'm just going to make a wonky thing all the way around. It may not be round. I'm okay with that. It doesn't matter. So I usually start out by making a U shape. And then I move it around and back in with my U shape is usually what I do. Now, am I gonna pay attention to how many of these I make? Nope. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna make some. See, and then I have one more that lives over here. There, we have a nice wonky frilly thing. Nice wonky, really thing. That's right, Manga. Wonky wonks. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Hey, if you're just joining, let me know where you're joining from. I would love to know. Hey, Ann, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, look at all the friends coming in today. A belly button. Yes, see, Laurel, it's got a belly button. Donna says, do you just let them air dry to deactivate? Yes, ma'am. You just let them dry out. From San Antonio. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? From San Antonio. Hey, Em. Oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute. How are you doing? Oh boy. You're watching Willy Wonka right now. Funny enough. Hey, Ray Ray from Arizona. Funny enough, I just visited with somebody today who said they watched Willy Wonka last night. Small world. Oh, Michelle, I'm so glad glad to be here. Glad to be here. I think it's the best place to be. You have to move your belly button, so excuse me while I do surgery. Look, it could be anywhere. If you didn't want it to go all the way around, then you could draw a belly button anywhere on the page and make your ruffle, you know, just a chain. Whatever. Okay, from here, we're going to draw lines that connect the edges of the inside, the wide edges of the inside of the curves to our center. So we want to move everything down toward the center. We're going to move it all in toward the center. Just like that. Just like this. And then like this. See all these, the insides? See the insides of the curves? From the inside of our pattern, we move it all in toward the center. All right. Okay. So far, so good. Looks like it's from SpongeBob. It does. You're right. Oh my gosh. I never would have thought about that. From Massachusetts. Oh, Jessica, I'm so glad you're here. What's the weather like there? Distracting you from online shopping in the best way. And you should definitely follow along. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. Hey, Colin, how you doing? Why is it making you want ice cream? Man, that sounds good too. If you find ice cream, you better share. Thank you, it's cold. 8 inches of snow. Ugh, no thank you. No thank you. Tim is here from northern New York. Tim, how much snow you get? I do not like this cup of coffee. I don't know why I keep drinking it. All right. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. It may not be what you want to do, but it's what I'm gonna do. Oh, you had a gelato pint that you couldn't get open. Oh my gosh. That's just wrong. It's like somebody super glued it. Okay. Tim had a foot last night and a couple inches today. Hey, Andrea from Wisconsin. put the coffee down and step away. It's there, Nancy, and I like coffee. I just don't like this one, and I don't know why I don't like this one. I didn't make it any different than what I think I didn't put enough. I think the ratio's off because I don't normally rewind back up, start again. I usually just drink black coffee. But every once in a while, I put milk in it or creamer or something. And I think the ratio is off and it doesn't taste right. Hey, Heidi, how you doing? Look, y'all, Heidi's here. She had her first live stream yesterday. I was so excited to watch. Heidi has been watercoloring houses. Oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Houses is not the word I want to use. I can't think of the word I want to use. Anyway, houses. We'll just say houses. You like hot cocoa better. You don't drink coffee. My husband does not drink coffee either. It's too late for coffee? Oh, it's never too late for coffee. Architecture. Thank you. Thanks, Kim. Architecture. All right. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. It may not be what you want to do, but it's what I'm going to do. I am going to draw lines in the places that look closer to me. And I haven't decided if I want to do them vertical or horizontal. Let's make them, you know what? Normally I do vertical, but let's make them go this way this time. Why not? We have more paper. We can do more things. Sure. We're just going to do them this way. We're going to do them this way. And because I'm going to be putting paint in this, sometimes I will do these this way, and then on the back side, I'll move them the other way. But we're going to put paint in this, so we're just going to do the pieces that look closer to me. And maybe we can make them like, I don't know, rainbow color or something. Now let's see if we're lucky, because I did not count how many little shapes I put. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shoot. 9, 10. Technically we have 10 colors. Right. Oh, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Okay. It'll be all right. I know what we can do. Well, technically we have 12 colors. But, you know, we're just going to do a little something, something. So we make our lines. We make our pattern. And Max has made his way outside. And I really need to close the door because the bugs are coming in. We have mosquitoes galore already. And if you're just joining, let me know where you're joining from. If you need a refresher on how we started this, let me know. Moving to Arizona, moving from Arizona to Missouri, finally. Nice. Ann says, I just have a marker. That's fine too, Ann. You can do this in one color and still make it look pretty awesome. I have no idea how to say this. Is it Cytherea? Morning Star? I have no idea how to say what you have on there. But thanks for being here. Horizontal will make them seem shorter, but it'll work. Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would like make it look like it's going, you know, around. All right. And also because we're going to add color in here and like stripe it. We're going to make stripes. Gonna make stripes. Oh, did Robin have to go? Only bugs moving here is stink bugs. Story time. Nancy says it was 85 yesterday and 40 today. It'll be 75 tomorrow. And you live in Pennsylvania. Well, hey, from Pennsylvania, we have some other people from Pennsylvania too. Story time. Speaking of stink bugs. When I was a little girl, I remember being in a parking lot with my mom and dad, and it was at night, and we had like gone somewhere to pick something up. And I remember standing outside of the car, just breathing, and look, just standing there, minding my own business, just breathing. And the moment I opened my mouth, stink bug, right in, flew right in. And I wish I could say that this has only happened once. But no, 2 times in my life. Stink bug, right in the mouth. And when I tell you, a stink bug tastes as bad as it sounds. It is disgusting. Oh my gosh. Yes, you'll have to tell Brandy. Oh, maybe y'all could meet up. That would be so fun. Is that counting the gnat on the live? No, that was a totally separate incident. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because my mouth is always open. Okay. All right. Now that we have these lines down, let's draw our outside lines. We're going to find the outside edges of the curves, and we're also going to bring those outside edges down toward the center. With the outside edges, it does help to have a ruler. That way you can find the center and you can find the outside edge. And then you just bring a line down toward the center, and you're not going to cross anything, so it's going to stop. When it hits the new line, it's going to stop. You won't see it again. It won't travel through. You know, it can't phase through the wall. Bring it down toward the center. Oh, 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 do I have ink on my thing? Yes, I do. It's okay. It's all right because we're going to color it in. It'll be okay. Is this a really, really wet fine liner? Hang on. Yes, it is. So we're just going to do like this because I feel pretty confident. And I know what you're thinking. That's always the time things go awry. Donna says, yep, I had one when I was chewing ice and didn't realize it. Oh, gross. It was there right away. So that's disgusting, isn't it? You also have metallic brushes and watercolor. Oh, right. And that works too. It was pretty gross. I agree. It was pretty gross to swallow. I didn't swallow it. It just flew in my mouth. It flew in my mouth, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. That was disgusting. You know, all the sounds, all the noises. All right, now that Max has made it back in, and he's got to make all the licky noises, gross. Let me close the door. Stop licking your feet. And don't lick the carpet either. It's gross. Don't lick the floor. Or your face. Gotta make all the noises. Okay. You were trying to figure out what was in your ice. Did you eat it? Or did you like realize what it was and spit it out? 'Cause ew. I'm with Cytherea. Ew. All right, all of our outside curves, right, moves down toward the center. Keep your eye on the ball, on the belly button. And you want to draw your line from the outermost edge, the big side, the widest part of your curve, down toward the center. The widest part of the curve down toward the center. Keep your eye on the belly button. All right. We come down and we do the same thing here. It comes down toward the center. We bring it in toward the center. It's a little off, and that's okay because we're going to be inking it in. But for right now, we bring it in toward the center. I feel like this is a little off, so we're going to bring it a little farther in toward the center. because it's going to be inked in anyway. There. Okay. Outside edge all the way down toward the center. Outside edge all the way in. All the way in. And we do that for every curve all the way around. Now, the wider your curves flare out and come back in, the more space you'll have for these lines. The more your lines look like this, if you have, hang on, too many pieces. Okay. If you have curves that look like this, just a U and an N and a U and an N and a U and an N, here's the problem you're going to face. There's not a whole lot, right? There's not a whole lot to work with to draw an outside line. So this is why you got to make sure that it comes flared, right? That way you have these spaces to draw lines and you can color this in. Make more sense? Okay. You don't have a drawing ability in your body, but you can paint. Hey, that's amazing. That's amazing. All right. We've done all of our lines. I'm going to grab a brush pen just because it'll make it go a little bit faster. If you don't have a brush pen, it's okay. You don't need one. From this point on, if you want to color these spaces, you can color these spaces. That's what we did here. Look, these colors don't match. It was for visual aid only, okay? But if you want to color these spaces, color them. But we're going to make ours in black and white first for the live stream purposes, okay? All right. I'm going to color these spaces in. I'm going to do the outside, all of the little outside places. We color all these in. The back side of our fabric, if you want to think about it that way. And hey, if you're just joining, let me know where you're joining from. I would love a follow. I would love, where are we at? We are at, oh, look there. We're at 12,000 likes. Good deal. Almost 13,000. Normally I'm like, hey, you know, I would love the 10K. That would be terrific. But hey, we're already there. It would be wonderful if you gave me a follow either here on TikTok or here on YouTube, whichever one you are visiting from. I would appreciate either one. And just to let you know, while we're filling in these spaces, if you have been a previous subscriber, make sure your subscription is active by either going to a website, www.tiktok.com, log in. You can subscribe that way. But you can only subscribe during the live stream because TikTok no longer shows the subscribe button. So you'll only be able to do it during the live stream. So if you're here and you were a previous subscriber, hold on, puzzle piece. Okay, you were a previous subscriber, make sure your subscription is up to date either by going to tiktok.com from a website or from a web browser, sorry, or click the link in my profile. It'll take you, the first button on there says subscribe through Coffee. And it's KO-FI. It looks like, where's my paper? Well, poop. I don't know where my paper is. So I can't show you, oh, here it is. It looks like this. It looks like this. KO-FI, you can subscribe there. It's $1 cheaper. And it keeps you in the subscriber group where we have even more fun. It also keeps you in the giveaway for this month. We are giving away some Ember Lily, come on brain, use your brain. Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection. And that is outside of our normal end of the month giveaway. You don't have to be present to win. You just have to be a paid subscriber. So if you're over here on YouTube, I know that word subscriber is deceptive. We have a paid subscriber group where we offer classes that may not be art related, but you know, they're still fun. Yesterday we learned to crochet. In 2 weeks we're going to be making biscuits. A few weeks ago we learned to jelly print. So, you know, we learn lots of different things. We have subscriber-only challenges that happen once a month. And we have discounts. We have coupon codes to Ember Lily for her special paint that we're going to be painting with tonight. Normally I would ink in this area as well, but because we are using the Candy Hearts collection, I don't want to do that because it displays much better over white than it does over black. So I'm going to finish out the rest of this with, I know I said that we were making it black and white. Just means I probably need to make 2 of them. We're going to finish this out with the Candy Hearts collection. So I'm going to grab a paintbrush. Grabbing a paintbrush. Here we go. I am going to grab a paintbrush. This one. And we're going to fill in these larger spaces. So if I were drawing with an ink pen, here's what I would do. We're going to do this in pink because why not? Here's what I would do if I were drawing with an ink pen. I would inline this space. And I would color it in. Hang on, my paint needs more water. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. We're just going to bring this way down here. And I would add a little section that doesn't touch anything, just like that. Okay? All right. Since I already have this pink paint on my brush, I am going to use it to fill in some of these spaces. And we're going to make a rainbow section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, you know what? We're just going to make them random. They don't have to be exact. So we'll just make them, just, you know, pick one. Just pick one. Pick a section. Just like that. Just like that. All right. Here we go. New color. New color. Can you use a color where black ink is? Jackie, you sure can. If you want to do the whole thing in color and, you know, do a different color here, you sure can. The paint, I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up. The paint is from Ember Lily. Ember Lily Creations. You can find her at emberlily.com. I'm trying to see if I have I used to have a card for her. And I should be, here we go. Should be more organized. emberlily.com. She makes some fantastic color shifting watercolor. This is the Candy Hearts collection that we are using. The Candy Hearts collection is a little bit different than the other things that she makes because this goes better over white than it does over black. Most of the color shifting paint that she makes looks fantastic over black ink or black paper. But this one is a little bit different. So, you know, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go down the row. We did pink, we're just gonna go down the row, I think. I think, maybe, perhaps. We'll see. Because this is a whole lot of purple. So we might do purple, blue, purple, blue. I don't know. We'll see. Do I have a plan? Not really. If you are just joining, welcome to Hey, I Have No Plan. And hey, by the way, we teased, is Beth Robin still here? Because she needs to tell her husband, see, look, we have twice as many people here tonight as we normally do. See, and he was like, man, you're going to be competing with the Super Bowl. Who's watching the Super Bowl tonight? You know what? The Super Bowl is in my backyard, and I don't even know who's in it. I don't even know who's playing. Who's playing tonight? I don't know. Who's in the Super Bowl? I mean, let's be real. Who here is usually just checking on the Super Bowl for the ads? Roy G. Biv, thank you, Jackie, but I wish that Roy G. Biv applied for these. They're a little bit different because they color shift and they're just a little bit different. So, you know, I wish we could Roy G. Biv our way through this. The Chiefs and the Eagles, that Nancy is convinced that the Eagles are going to win, but she refuses to watch. Lindsay says, I have no idea who's playing. Oh my goodness. You have it on in the background. You'll pay attention to halftime. Oh, he meant that I would be stealing viewers from the Super Bowl. And we are. Look at us over here, stealing viewers from the Super Bowl. Your team isn't playing, but you know it's the Chiefs and Eagles. See, I don't. Oh, Tim has given us an update. Anybody want an update? It's 7-0. Eagles. Eagles are ahead in the first quarter. Sorry if I've ruined it for you. All right. Since we have color on our brush already, we are going to use it to our benefit and fill in the next row. Filling in the next row. And we're just going to make a Candy Hearts series of ruffles. You know, because we can. Who's stopping us? Nobody. All right. A little purple here and a little purple there. Maybe I should have skipped a spot. Hindsight. Probably should have skipped a spot and left a spot blank, but you know, hindsight. When do we ever do what we're supposed to do here? When do we ever think ahead, and when does it get us in trouble? Every time. Every time. All right. You're only rooting for the Chiefs because of Taylor Swift. Thanks, Dibbles. I'm so glad you're here. Your family's, Jackie says, our family's been Chief fans for your whole life, 56 years of life, because they lived in Kansas City as kids. You were born in Iowa. Oh my goodness. All right, let's switch gears to, because we basically have 3 purples and 3 blues. Let's switch gears to blue. So we're just gonna pull a blue. I'm gonna go with this XOXO blue, because I know that it has a purple shift. So we're gonna go with this. And if I really wanted to, if you're doing this in black and white, I would suggest just adding a little section like this. If you are adding color, you could always fill in this whole space with color. But if you're doing black and white or a single color, then obviously, if you fill in this whole space, then you're going to run into these spaces, these outside spaces too, and it's just going to be one big blob. So you want to give yourself a little buffer between this element and the outside element, which is why I was going to do this in black and white first. But then I remembered that these colors look better over white than they do over black. So my bad, my bad. All right, we go down the row. We add the color. All right. We add the color. And we're just gonna make it a little rainbow, a little stripey. Just going down the row. And y'all, we have two owls out here that have been so vocal. Oh, so vocal. Maybe they'll fly close enough you can hear them. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm so glad you're here. If you are just joining, let me know where you're joining from. You're using metallic brushes. Ooh, you'll see if you fill it in all the way. As long as they're different colors, as long as like this, as long as the color that's inside here is different from the color that's outside here, you're fine. It'll be fine. All right, let's move to, I don't know, you want to move to, if we move to green, it could be green, yellow, orange. Green, yellow, orange. We don't want to go back to pink. But I also don't want to do purple, blue again. Green, yellow, orange. Maybe we could do purple, blue. I don't know. Let's go that route. Green. It's happening. It's happening. If you don't like it, look away. Oh no. Had an asthma attack, so you're not sassy anymore. Andrea. Oh no. Dawn Marie says mine is so wrong. Dawn Marie, where did you go wrong? You have a really loud owl too. You had great horned owl outside your window once. It was majestic. Hey, Tanglescapes, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Y'all, can you believe that we reach all the way around the world? How exciting is that? We have some Aussie friends here. Look, I just love our Australian friends. They are so much fun. In case you didn't know, we have an Australian friend, goes by the name of Bazzy. You can find her at Live Arts Venture or Live Artsy Vibes. She's fantastic. We love her. And Tanglescapes is one of my new Aussie friends too. So excited you're here. Oh man, look at y'all. So much fun. We are making ruffles and rainbows. Ruffles and rainbows. We add a little color, and should I get a different brush for this? I should, but you know what? I'm not gonna. We're just gonna be really, really careful. We're just gonna be really, really, really careful. Oh, if you're just joining, let me know where you're joining from. I'm so excited to have so many of you here tonight. That's really exciting for me. And if you're drawing along, let me know how it's going. Let me know if we need a recap. Let me know if you started late and, you need a refresher or you need to know how it started. Let me know. Because that's why we are here. We are here tonight to practice this pattern. Because we had a lot of questions about it. So I would love to know how it's going for you. All right, do we have green in every section? Yes, we do. All right, good deal. You think you put the horizontal curve lines in the wrong spot. Oh, that's okay. Did you put them in here? That's okay. Look, if you put them in here, then add your color like this. Just add it to these spots. It'll be okay. You can do either or. That's totally okay. There's no big right or wrong. Hang on. Hang on. Let me find, where did we put it? Did I draw on the wrong piece of paper? Okay, hang on. If you did this, okay, if you did this, right, we have our wavy, curvy line, okay. If you did this, here's our thing, right? Okay. If you put your curves in here, let's say you put your curves back here. That's okay, just make your block color in here. See, that'll be okay too. That's a-okay. See? It'll be fine, and then you can make your other block color back here. Now, is it gonna look a little different? Yeah, it'll look a little different, but that's all right. And then if you really wanted to, you could like, you can color in every other one. Maybe you don't want to do that. I don't know. You know, color in every other one if you really want to. I don't know what you want to do. It's your paper. Do what you want to do on your paper. Maybe that was a bad choice. I don't know. We learn together here. This is why we do stuff. This is why we practice. Because we learn together. Just figure out what it looks like. See, and I don't even have, if that's my circle, I don't have space on this side to bring an extra line down. That's okay. But I do have space on this side. And color it in. And I have space on this side and color it in. There we go. See? It'll just look a little different. It'll be all right. I started with a belly button in the middle. I am using all my devices at the moment. I am. You had trouble connecting the back to the middle. Okay, we're gonna go over it again. Don't worry, don't panic. Let me finish painting this in and we're gonna go over it again, okay? All right. We're gonna hustle. We'll hustle, we'll hustle, we'll hustle. Yellow. This one's gonna be yellow. I feel like this is very spring, very Easter, spring, you know? All right, yellow, and now we can add some yellow to here. Yellow. 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 All right. Did we go in color order? No, we did not. We're just gonna deal with it. It's just, you know, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna make it work. Make it work. This one has yellow. All right. I kind of like it. The colors are cute, right? I do kind of like it. You think you messed up, took pics. Tamu, send it to me. Hang on. What do I have here? I see, Dawn, I see yours. Hang on. I can get to my computer. Shh, don't tell Nancy. Because now she's going to be like, I know you can see me. Okay. Let me see what you did. Oh, it looks fine. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, wait a minute. I see what you mean. I see what you did there. You rounded this out and put lines in this section. Think about, I kind of think about this. I think about, this is gonna sound nuts. I think like ice cream cones and for these sections, I think about it just being open. Like it's a little cone that I can, you know, put ice cream in, right? This is the part that I put the ice cream in. And so I've got to leave it all the way open, all the way down, all the way to the center, or at least, you know, until it meets another V. It took a Discord session. It did. This is true. Send it, you can send it to, if you are in the Facebook group, if you're in the secret group, you can message me there, or you can send it to, well, send it to me there because I can't get to my other stuff. Or you can email it to untanglingaddie@gmail.com. Coloring along. I love it. Love it. All right, orange. We're going to add some orange. Maybe orange is a mistake. I don't know. But we're adding it. We're doing it. And it's going to be a big old honking piece of orange, too. You ready? All right. I'm so ready. Oh, look at that orange. Oh, it's glorious. Glorious. I know. See, this was my problem, too, Lindsay. I'm not sure because we have two Tamus. Which is wild because until the two of them, I had never heard that name before. I feel like that's pretty cool. Yes, there are two. I have two on my list. They are two different people. All right. See, we add a little color. And if you're not using color, if you're just using one color, I am doing this as if I were using one. I'm filling in these spaces as if I were using one color. So you could certainly follow along with one color. You don't have to have a whole bunch of colors like we have going on here. I just thought this would be a great way to show off the Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection because we're going to be giving it away on February 14th. But it is for paid subscribers only. So if you cannot subscribe here on TikTok, if that is not a thing that you can access, then you can go to the link in my profile and subscribe through, it is Ko-Fi. I know some people say Ko-fi, but I'm going to tell you, it is pronounced coffee. We are fixing this. It is pronounced coffee. We're changing the world one pronunciation at a time. Oh my goodness. All right, adding the orange, being really careful, adding the orange. So cute. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's not often that things come out really cute here. Usually it's hot trash. Usually it's like, oh no, we're panicking. We're panicking. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. I'm missing like 24 messages. Hang on, let me catch up. Nancy, I see you. What did I do? Tamu says, there's another Tamu. Where? Okay, wait a minute. Are you the same person here that you are on YouTube? I need to know. I need to know because I don't have my spreadsheet in front of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, enjoying watching? You're hiding in your room eating ice cream. Colin, and drinking iced coffee. Oh my God, why are you not sharing this? Oh my God. Okay, so we have a Tamu over here in YouTube, but we also have a Tamu over here in TikTok. I need to know if you're the same person. If not, the two of you should meet. Okay, you are the same person. Okay, then I probably need to fix this on my spreadsheet because this whole time I'm like, oh, we have two. Yeah, it's probably something I need to address. I need to fix. So, thanks. All right, let's go with a different purple. We used, I don't know which, I think we used this purple, so let's just use a different one. We're gonna use this purple, which is, no, we're not. No, we're not. Hold on. Hang on. Hold on. What did we use here? What does this feel like? We're gonna use this other purple because I feel like this purple is like has a more yellow shift maybe. Let's just use this purple. It has kind of a gold shift, which I think will go nicely with this orange. So we bring it in here. Bring it around town. And there we go. Super easy, super simple. And now we can add it in these spaces. Do I need a different paintbrush for this? Yep, I sure do. Am I gonna get one? Nope, nope, no I'm not. I'm not, just because I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me. I'm not gonna do it. All right. We add the color. So if you're using multiple colors, this is something that you could do. If you're using one color, I do not suggest filling in because then you just have one big black blob. So, they are the same person. Yes, thank you. They are the same person. I appreciate that. All right. Okay, here we go. Right in there, right in here. Add the color. And we don't have any other spaces in here, so. All right. Let me add some water to these because they are drying out. Okay, there we go. And blue. We need one more blue. We used XOXO, so let's use something else. We are gonna use, let's use this blue that also has kind of a, that one has kind of a yellow shift. What does this one have? I feel like this one's good. This one's good. We'll use this blue. All right, blue. Don't put your hand in wet paint. Let's spin it around. All right, here we go. And hey, if you are just joining, if this is your first time here, I would love if you gave me a follow. And then let me know. Let me know if it's your first time here. We love new people here. And look, if you're drawing along, brownie points. You knew there was only one Tamu. You knew that that name was too special. There's no way two people had it. Is that what you're telling me? Oh my gosh. We add the blue. We're gonna add the blue up here. We add the blue, and I know what you're thinking. You're like, hey, oh, I should not have added the blue up there. We're gonna add it down here too. Why not? We can do what we want. Maybe we will add yellow and green again, or green and yellow. Let's add green and yellow again in these little spaces. We will add some green. Do we have any other spaces? No. No. Okay, and then yellow. Yellow. Tamu, I would love to know where you got your name. Were you named after someone? I would love to know. Okay. Hi, Terry. How you doing? You called me the Tangle Lady for so long. From Nashville. Oh, I have a friend in Nashville who's like, hey, I'm moving apartments in April, so you should come visit me in May. So I'm just saying, I might be in your neck of the woods in May. Okay, I also have these kind of clear colors that we're going to put over this black. I'm just going to choose one, I think. I think I'm just going to choose one. And I think it's going to be this one. I think we're going to do this one. All right, we're going to put this over this black color. And it's just going to be a little bit sparkly. So we put that in there. And then we put it in here. And I know we should have probably been like, hey, on one side we're going to do this clear one, and on the other side we're going to do this other clear one. Well, I didn't do that. And we're here now. And this is just a thing that we did. You know? We did not use all of the colors from this collection. I'm sorry. So sorry. You're 1.5 miles from downtown. Oh, my friend lives over by the college right now. Oh, Nancy got jokes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me catch up real quick. Hang on. Okay. All caught up. It's making you think of unicorns. Ooh, that's fun. All right. Add a little water. Add a little color. Here we go. Adding the color. I know it's clear over here. If you're over here on YouTube, you're like, I don't see anything. It's there. It's sparkly. Just hold on. Hold your britches. Hang on. We gotta make it all the way around. Oh no, I stuck my hand in it. Shh. You didn't see it. It didn't happen. We gotta be careful because our paint is still wet. So as soon as we finish coloring this, we're gonna recap how we started this. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked and I forgot. So if you're here and you're like, I've been waiting. God, you take forever. Yeah, I'm not denying that. You would be correct. I'm doing my best. You can't rush imperfection. You can't rush a unicorn. All right. Oh, look at that color that we got on there. Oh, that goodness. Sparkly. Oh, goodness. Spread it around. There we go. Look at that. Oh, so fantastic. Like a unicorn. Lindsay was right. Like a unicorn. All right. This was not in the plan tonight to do these colors, but here we are now, making the best of it. All right. I'm gonna have to grab another piece of paper, which is great. We're gonna recap while this dries. So, oh, I need some more water. That's too much water. Just a little bit. Just a little water. It's got a fuzz on it. Hang on. Okay. We add the color. Oh, there's a gnat. There's a gnat. Flying around. Doggone it. Add the color. add the color. I am going as fast as I can. So just hold tight with me. I mean, what else you got going on tonight? You got the Super Bowl? Come on. That's how all your colored picks go awry. Oh my goodness. Look, Tammy was such a good sport yesterday. She and Andrea babysat me yesterday while I learned to crochet. They were such good sports. Oh my goodness. Okay, we added the color. We're going to set this aside and we're going to let it dry. But so far it's looking fantastic. Oh, I'm so excited about it. Oh, you can see the sparkly. Isn't it fantastic? But wait, it's still wet. So we're going to set it aside. I'm going to grab another piece of paper and we're going to recap. Let me set our paint aside. Okay. Recap. To recap, hold on. Here's what we did to recap. Here's what you want to practice. You want to practice making the shape of a sort of like a S, sort of like a figure 8. What we really want to practice is, and we want to practice making practice making this bulbous shape. So it should be larger on one side and grow narrow toward, toward the other end. They don't have to be all the same size. You could draw a really big one down here and come back up and draw a little one up here. Okay. They don't have to all be the same size. If this is a problem, here's what you need to practice. How to make the swirlies, yours look more U. Okay, we did talk about that earlier and we can talk about that again. Here's what happens. If you make more of a U shape, right? It comes straight down and straight back up and straight down and straight back up. Then you don't have any dimension. You don't have any dimension. You'll be able to bring these shapes down to your center point, right? But you'll have nothing for the back here. You won't have anything to bring down to create more dimension. And this is why you really need to make sure you flare things. You want to flare it out and also flare it out, okay? If you struggle to do that, there's a couple of things that you can do. Turn the page. What does a stink bug taste like? Oh God, it's really strong and pungent and bitter and strong. It is strong. It is a strong, gross flavor. Okay, if you struggle to make those curves, here's what you need to practice. You need to practice, we're gonna call it an S. All right, you need to practice making an S, like a snake. We make a S and a S. Does that make more sense? We make an S. You can do it again, make a S. Do it again, make an S. Okay. This will give you a better shape. If you want an even better shape, hey, look at there. Tim is updating us. Eagles tend to know. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, if you want an even better shape, here's what you practice. You practice making this S shape, but when it comes back around, okay, when it comes back around, we're going to curve it so much that it just kisses the curve. It comes back up and it kisses the curve. Now, obviously, in our ruffle, we don't want these to touch, but just for practice sake, right? This is just for practice, to practice making that bulb shape. That's what we practice. Okay. There's one more thing that you could practice. It reminds you of ribbon candy, right? Reminds you of ribbon candy. But obviously we want open spaces, right? But even here might be a little bit too open, depending on, you know, how big of a space we're trying to fill. So the other thing that we can practice is we can draw bubbles. We're gonna draw bubbles. We're gonna draw a row of them. A row of bubbles, a row of bubbles. All right, we have a row of bubbles. We're gonna draw another row of bubbles, but we're gonna kind of overlap them middle to middle, right? We're just gonna shift it over just a little bit. And then if you really wanted to, you could draw another one over here. That would be fine. Okay, so we have 2 rows of bubbles. Driving skills test, here we come. We're gonna go around these bubbles and we're gonna try not to let anything touch. Nothing touches. Nothing touches. And you can practice doing this. Obviously, my driving skills are not that great because we have a few that touched, and that's okay, because in the end, you could erase your bubbles. Let's do that. Let's erase our bubbles. Now, Nancy, before you ask, the answer is no. I have not ordered that eraser yet. Let's erase our bubbles. This is not going to work. Okay, I'll tell you what, Nancy. This pencil, while it's weighted well, does not erase well. Like the line, the lead is definitely there. It is definitely there. All right. We can erase our bubbles. And now we have this shape, right? Okay. And obviously, if you draw really lightly, it'll be easier to erase. But well, hey, Mike, how you doing? You're here to complicate things. You have an electric eraser I could borrow? Send it right over, Tim. Oh, come on, I'm reaching. Terry says I have a gum eraser. I have other erasers too. Am I gonna break them out? No, I'm not. Okay, but these are things that you could practice to help make that bulb shapes, that widening shape that gets wider, it flares out on the ends and gets narrower in the middle. There's your practice, okay? It'll help you create this shape. Obviously, we have some areas that are bigger than others, and that's okay. That's kind of what you want. You'll get there eventually. For now, thanks, Terry. For now, you can practice making this. You can practice making this. This is a really good practice for making these bulb shapes. I use this a lot. So yeah, either make S's like a snake or make S's like a snake that's all kind of coiled up on itself. You know, compact snake. Can you do it with an item like a big circle in the center? What do you mean by a big circle in the center? Let's turn the page. And let me grab a circle maker. Hang on. What do you mean by a big circle in the middle? You could probably use any kind of shape if you wanted to. How big of a circle do you want? You mean like a big circle in the middle? Put a rectangle in the center? You could do that. Sure. Hang on. You want a rectangle in the center? Let's put a rectangle in the center. Sure. So if you wanted a rectangle in the center, we'll just put a big old rectangle in the center. So the idea is you can use any shape. Your vantage, your perspective point is still gonna be middle. If you want it to be the middle. I guess technically if you want it to be like over here, you could make it over there too. We draw our shape, right? We draw our shape. We just make it go all the way around. And we're gonna draw a little one there so that we can come in and connect that one. Okay, see, we've drawn it all the way around. You want ruffles in the background. Well, there you go. You've drawn it all the way around. Now the question becomes, where do you want the ruffles to be connected to? Do you want them connected in the middle? Do you want them connected to the side? Wherever you want them connected, you draw your dot. I would suggest doing this in pencil, but you would draw your dot. Let's say we wanted our ruffles connected to a corner, or even like we could connect them here. Watch, I'm sure that this is gonna get me in trouble. Let's say we want them connected here, and I'm gonna draw this dark just so that you can see for demonstration. Where is my ruler? Okay. I'm gonna do all the inside curves. I'm gonna do the widest edge of all the inside curves. All the inside curves, okay? All right, so that's what I'm looking for, the widest edge of all the inside curves. Okay, this is it. You need to pay close attention. Normally, okay, look, Tanglescapes, normally we would start with a dot or a circle, like a little circle in the middle is what I would start with, or a dot or something, okay? But this is just to show, like, if you want your ruffles coming behind a frame, we would draw a dot. Now, here's what we're not gonna do. We're not gonna cross this line. We're not gonna cross this shape down here. We're just gonna use this dot as a perspective point. So we take our ruler and we bring it to the edge of the inner curve, okay? The widest edge of the inner curve, and we bring it in toward that dot. And we do this for every curve. Whether you're using a circle in the middle, whether you're using a dot in the middle, a dot generally helps if you're learning to do this, a dot will help. Because then you could bring your line all the way down to the dot. All right. Hold on. Running out of lead. There we go. We're going to do this for every curve. Yes, it's a little tedious, but we're going to do this for every curve. So the widest edge, I know this feels weird, the widest edge is not way over here. It's here. Okay? Does that make sense so far? When I move from the center, I just find the widest edge of the inside of the curve. Or I guess you could say, I don't know, if you want to call it the narrowest point. However you want to think about it. But I don't cross this box because I'm going to erase this dot in a minute. Not quite yet because we still have to do the outside. The outside lines is what's going to give you more dimension. How we doing so far? Everybody with me so far? I know we threw a curveball at you and we drew this rectangle in the middle. For those of you who are just now joining us. If you are just learning, then I would suggest don't do the rectangle, just do the dot and bring all your lines down to the dot. Okay, here's where things get a little bit interesting. This section is in front of this section. So when I draw my line from the dot to the widest part of the inner curve, obviously there's stuff behind it. I don't want to cross through everything. I'm only going to draw my line down to the wall that it hits. When it hits that wall, I'm going to stop. I still have to find this curve. So let's do that curve. We draw our line from here to here. And now we have a new, see, we couldn't do, that's it. You can't bring this line through because that ruffle lives behind this ruffle. And now we can keep going. We find the widest part of this inner curve, all the inside sections. And then one more. The widest part of this inside section. There we go. Now we have all these ruffles that live behind this box. Okay. You can't believe you did it. You just posted. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I gotta go see it. Hold the phone. Hang on. Community. Let's go to community. Let's go to, hang on. There we go. Let's, ooh, ooh, look at this. Look at Nancy's is really, really cool. She's got swirlies in the end of hers. How fun. All right, hang on. I gotta close some of this. Okay. Let's see. Look at all the colors, Beth. Look at all the colors. Oh my goodness. I love it. You guys are doing awesome. Okay. All right. We still have the back of the fabric to draw. And it's going to give it more dimension. If you don't want to get confused by what is where, at this point, you could draw little patterns somewhere. So like, I like to think about the fold that's closest to me. So the fold that comes this way, right? You've got all this in the back, but the fold that comes closest to me is here. And so I'm gonna draw all these lines. You could shade it, you could draw lines, you could do whatever you wanna do, but these lines also move toward this center. I'm gonna eyeball it. They don't have to be exact. Or you could draw a pattern. If you wanna draw a pattern, heck, you could do that too. You could put little swirlies in it. You could put whatever you wanna put in it. You know, if you wanna put little patterns in it, all right, do that. See, you could put little patterns in it. You could do whatever you wanted to do. Maybe we go back and forth. Just because it's going to take a hot minute to do all these. But all these little lines are going to move back toward the center. You know, there we go. All right. It's got little things, and look, I'm not, I don't have enough. We're just gonna pretend, because we're not really doing anything with this anyway. We're just gonna make this one in here, because why not? Am I all even? No, I'm not, because I didn't count. It's okay, it'll be all right. Okay, this just helps me understand what's the front and what's the back. We're gonna draw the lines from the back. So we just did the inner widest parts. We're gonna do the outer widest parts. You posted in Discord. Well, I can't get to that right now. Doggone it. So we find the widest part of the outside, and we're gonna move those in toward the center. And again, when we hit a wall, we stop. Okay. Obviously, this widest part to the center has nothing because it follows this line. So we're just gonna leave it. Not every one of these has to have an outer section that you see. We bring this in toward the center, okay? And yes, it's really close to this. This one's gonna have a really, really small section. Just like this, really small, okay? All right. How we doing so far? If you are following along, let me know. I would love to know if you are following along. But I've gotten enough questions on this that I thought, let's break it down together. Yours is actually not that bad. Melanie, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh my gosh. Tamu says, yes, I'm following along. Faye, I will show the final look. We're waiting on it to dry right now. We did one a while ago, and we are letting it dry because we painted it. So this is our recap. All right. Or hey, look, if you want to see the if you're impatient and you're like, no, I want to see it now, you can look at my story if it's still up. If not, then you can go look at the post that is on my page for Ruffles. It's there. You can see the final product if you are impatient. I do understand being impatient. So, and I do understand me being slow. You're taking forever. Put something on the page already. Yeah, I hear that a lot. It's okay. I'm okay with it. It'll be all right. Waldo, glad you're here. Hey, Tina, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. All right. We draw our outside sections. Now that I can see what the outside sections are, you can always ink them in or color them in a different color. This is going to be a little tiny section. See right there, just a little sliver. And this is going to be a larger section. Look at that great big section there. All right. And we just connect everything from the widest part of the curve to the circle. That's why having a straight edge helps. You don't have to use a straight edge. You could always just eyeball it. Just know that sometimes things get a little wonky if you do that. Ask me how I know. I am not a fan of using the tools. I don't know why. I'm just built that way. I don't have a good reason. I just don't like it. Oh my gosh, that's right, Donna. You can't rush perfection. Okay, from here, you can color all these outside areas a color, or you can ink it in. If you choose to ink it in, you could just ink it in. We're just gonna, like, in a hurry, okay? We're gonna do this in a hurry. Ink it in, ink it in. That one doesn't have one because it's too close to the edge. We ink it in. All right, we ink it in. There we go. So now you know the secret. Yes, there is a little secret that I left out in the post. And that is, you've got to be able to flare your curves. Just flare them. And you'll get a better shape for this process. Okay, I'm not gonna do all of them. I'll just do one side. Okay, from here, you could color these areas a color, or if you're just working in black and white, you can come in and inline them. Draw you a little section and color it in. And it'll give it more dimension. All right, more dimension. If you're just working with one color or black and white. And you would do the same thing here. You just draw a section that doesn't touch anything and connects back to itself and ink it in. Does this make more sense? Does this help? You do the same thing here. You would draw a little section that follows the shape but doesn't touch anything. And yes, I'm doing this in a hurry. Dawn Marie says, yes, this helped. The primary question, but could I both keep track of it and use it? It simplifies it for you. Good. I'm glad it helped. Glad it helped. See, we just ink it in. It really does look quite fantastic in black and white. I think I have, let me see if I can find it. Do I have it in here? Where did I put it? Where did I put it? I think it's in here. Okay. I have a black and white one to show you. Let me find it. Because we've done this a few times now. It's always ever popular. Okay. See, I did mine all in lines, and I just did lines going one way and lines going the other way. And then inked in the outside, maybe add a few bubbles. Or, hear me out, if you want to get nice and fancy. If you really want to get nice and fancy, you could add another, did I finish this? No, I didn't. But you could add another row. You could add a whole other row of ruffles. If you want to get super fancy, you could add a whole bunch of rows of ruffles. You know, just food for thought. Food for thought. There's so much you can do with it. Having an item made a huge difference. Oh, good. That hurt your brain. Colin, no. And Dawn Marie says, no, it's still too complicated. My kawaii world, one row, I'm good. Terry, I'm so glad you're here. Look, I'm just saying, once you figure out how to do one row, where's one row? Once you figure out how to do one row, right? Here's our finished product now that it's dry. Once you've, oh, it's not quite dry, we still have a little wet, but that's okay. Once you figure out how to do one row, the possibilities are endless. You can just keep building upon it and make more rows, right? You tried the last one and it got really complicated. It does get a little confusing. This is why if you're doing multiple rows, okay, hold on. If you're doing multiple rows, let me set this aside. If you're gonna make another row, right? Let's just say we're gonna make another row and it's gonna be like ruffly. This one's gonna be weird because let's just say we make another row. All right. It does help to finish out the first row with whatever you're gonna do. However you're gonna color it, that really helps. When we start our next row, we start all over again. We bring everything down toward the middle, right? We bring it all in. Oop, didn't mean to cross that line. We bring it all in, we bring it all in. We bring it all in toward this line, right? Okay, and then you wanna do the outside, right? But you would do whatever you're gonna do. So I would probably not do the same pattern again. I would make my pattern different. And I would be very careful about what I ink in solid on this next row. I would always do the back of it. So I would always ink in the back. Otherwise, you're going to run into some wonky problems where if you try to ink in anything fully, it's just going to look like a big ink spot and a big ink spot, and it all kind of runs together. So I would certainly use some different patterns. So maybe I would make, you know, lines that go this way, lines that go this way. Instead of moving them up and down, I would move them across. Or even make just a totally different element. Maybe you put bubbles in it. Maybe you put just a different pattern in it, right? But I would certainly make this a little bit different. And then in the back, like this gets inked in. This comes down and gets inked in, right? This comes down and doesn't get inked in because you don't see anything, but this would come down like this and get inked in because it all moves back in toward this dot. Okay. In the back, you could put whatever you want to put. You could put more of these. You could put something different, whatever you want to put. But you could make a whole new row. And if you're leaving a blank space, just erase your dot. And now you can put, you know, welcome. Am I going to run out of room? Probably. Welcome. You can put whatever you're going to put there, right? You have a little space to put something. So there you go. We made ruffles tonight. We made, you know, we did a thing. If you're still having questions, let me know. I know, I fit it. Can you believe it? It wasn't like a second grader where I just run out of room and have to put the E somewhere at the bottom. Which is what usually happens. I usually run out of room. Okay, I'm trying to dry this for us so that we can really get a good look at it. But here, look, see, we made rows upon rows. So to recap, here's what we did to recap. If you want to be able to make good ruffles, here's what you need to do. You need to practice making S's. So I just turned my paper and you can make S's. Then you need to practice making really tight S's. And one of the other things that you can do is turn your paper so that now you're making sideways S's, right? They go up and down instead of side to side. If that's still a struggle, draw a row of bubbles with another row of bubbles underneath that shifted. I always think about when I bake cookies, to save space on the pan, I will drop my cookies like this. I'll make a row, and then in between each cookie, right, in between each one of these cookies, I'll drop my next row. And then so my next row would be here, 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 here. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you draw your 2 rows of bubbles, and you take your driving test. You just drive around those bubbles and try not to hit the curbs. Try not to hit the curbs and try not to hit each other, because you might have another car taking their driving test at the same time, right? So there you go. Those are the things that you really want to practice. It'll help give you a flared shape to your curves so that when you go to draw these, you have more space for the back side of your fabric. That's what's going to give you more dimension. And now that this is almost dry, come on, dry, doggone it, dry. And since you are here, hey, look, if you have been a subscriber in the past, please make sure that your subscription is active. Renew it if you can. During the live stream, you can go to www.tiktok.com, log in, find the live stream, and you can subscribe that way. Or you can click the link in my profile and go to Ko-fi. It's Ko-fi. You can subscribe there by becoming a member on the Ko-fi page. It is $1 cheaper than subscribing here. But as my way of thanking you for subscribing, you are entered into, well, first of all, you're sent to the secret subscribers only group where we have even more fun. We just do. We have discounts on Emberlily and all kinds of stuff. We just have fun there. But this month, February 14th, you do not have to be present to win. You just have to be a paid subscriber. So if you're joining us here on YouTube, just know that it is a paid subscription. You have to subscribe through Ko-fi or through TikTok. We are giving away this Candy Hearts collection from Emberlily. We're giving that away. It looks like this. It's oh so fantastic. It is color shifting paint. This paint is a little bit different than her normal paint. This one works better over white than it does over black. Normally, we like to put her paint over black ink or black paper, but this one works a little bit better. Sorry, YouTube. This one works a little bit better over white paper. So, oh my goodness. Isn't it glorious? It's just shiny and pretty, and it just makes me feel like spring. Spring is coming, y'all. It's coming. It may not be very close yet, but it's on its way. Makes me feel so good. It's lovely. Hey, Tatiana, how you doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Hang on, let me move my chair. All right. Well, there we go. That's a thing that we did tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. We played with some Emberlily paint. We played with ruffles. We learned how to make ruffles. We learned how to make multiple rows of ruffles. You've been busy celebrating life. Hey, that's an amazing thing. Happy anniversary, my friend. Oh my goodness. So yeah, if you joined us tonight and you made ruffles, well, doggone it, I would like to know, did you put paint in the black? I did, but I put this clear paint. See the two white ones here? I put this one. It is the color something. Hang on. It is the color, let me move some of these. Okay. It's the color Ooh La La. I wish I could pick it up, but it's wet. It's the color Ooh La La, and it doesn't have a pigment color like these do. See, like these, you can tell this is blue and green and purple, and this is actually purple too, but it shifts to blue. You can actually tell that those have a background pigment. These white ones do not. They are just the glitter. I don't know what you actually call it. It's just the sparkles, and the sparkles generally have a color in them, but on black, let's see, sometimes if we get close enough, hang on YouTube peeps, hang on. Sometimes if we get close enough and make it blurry, do you see some of the colors in there? You see it's got yellow and green and blue, and let's see if we can show our YouTube peeps. There we go. Do you see it's got some blue and yellow and all that stuff? All right, hang on. TikTok peeps, here we go. Let's do it this way. Do you see now? It's got some colors in there. You see those colors? Okay, you see them? They're like, yes, I see them. There you go. So it's just got some sparkles. Like a unicorn. I love that Lindsay described it that way, like a unicorn. We're still a little damp right there, but that's okay. So there we go. We added the color. We did the things. I'm gonna have to fix a little spot because I dragged ink right there, but I'm gonna fix that. And you might be like, well, how? How are you gonna fix that? I'm gonna grab some, you could grab a white pen. You could grab, I'm gonna do Nancy's favorite. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. It's somewhere. Hang on, Nancy, it's somewhere. I have it. I just don't use it that often, but we're gonna use it today. Here, nope, that's not it. Hang on, I gotta find it. Where are you? Oh, I think I know where you are. I think you're in this basket back here. There you are. We are gonna use Dr. Phil Martin's Bleed Proof White. Now, is this all dried out? Yes, it is. But can we still use it? Yes, we can. I'm going to put a little water on my paintbrush, and I'm going to dip it in here, and I'm just going to dab it, and then I am going to, oh, that's a lot. Hang on, that was a lot. Okay, see, and then I'm just going to dab it. Just like that, and just clean it up. Just clean it up wherever you want to. And there we go, and then we can let it dry. We rinse out our paintbrush. Make sure it's really rinsed out. Terry, I'm so glad you were here. Oh my gosh, join me every Wednesday at noon Central Time and every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time. We're here having fun. I would love to see you again. Well, there we go. There's what we made. We had a wonderful time tonight. Made a little something something with Ember Lily and made some ruffles. You can make a bunch of ruffles in a row. We've made this one previously. But yeah, you can make a bunch of ruffles in a row. And hey, if you want to join the giveaway, make sure you subscribe either through TikTok or through the coffee site by clicking, hey, Tatiana, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to remain in the giveaway and remain a part of the subscriber group. You can either, oh my God, my brain, y'all, it's bananas. You can either subscribe here through TikTok, or you can go to the link in my profile and subscribe through Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. You can subscribe there. Oh, Melanie, thank you so much for the gift. So if you are here on YouTube, we have a paid subscriber group where we have even more fun. We have classes. We do monthly giveaways. We also do monthly challenges. What do you mean leave it available, Tamu? What does that mean? Well, maybe retype that. Let me know. Will you post the lives on YouTube? I will be posting this live on YouTube. Yes, I will. We have an ATC group. This is correct. We have an ATC group. Just remind me, Tamu, I will be reposting this live on, that's a good idea. Thank you for that suggestion on YouTube. Yes, YouTube has the option to save the live. I don't often do that. Well, I save it. I just don't often make it public, but this one I will. The halftime show is coming on. Oh, okay, y'all. We are just in time for the halftime show. We all know that that's why we watch the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh. If you are just now joining on YouTube and you have questions how we did this, stay tuned. We are going to be sharing out this live stream, and we're going to make it public, so you'll be able to watch it again. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Sending love to all who sent you ATCs. Oh, that is so sweet. Look at you guys. You could make the replays subscriber only. Oh, I didn't realize that. Well, look, Tamu, I need the watch hours. So I will probably make it public. I need the watch hours. Oh, I can make it subscriber only, like for subscribers on YouTube. I need the watch hours, so I'm probably going to make it public. Donna, thank you so much for being here this evening. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, if you've missed this, if you're just joining us and you just missed this, don't worry. It's going to be up on YouTube in just a little while. You'll be able to rewatch it there. So glad y'all were here. Dawn Marie, thanks so much for joining us. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. How do you have 88,000 likes? I have 25. What in the world are you looking at? Where are you looking, Donna? I got 25.5 is what I have on my screen. What do you see? That's so wild. Oh my goodness. See, Tamu says I see 25.5 also. Okay, is it Mirna's? Mirna's? I don't know how to say your name. And I'm sure I'm not saying it correctly. I apologize. I also see 25,000. Oh, you're... Shame on you, Donna. Shame on you. Colin says, I also see 25. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Nancy says 25 point... Wait a minute. I see 25.9. How do you see 25.6? Now I see 26. Look at you guys going. At least 25. There you go. At least 25. 26 now. All right. All right. Look at you guys go. I know that makes Beth Robin happy. All the tippy taps. All the tippy taps. Just, Lisa, don't swipe out. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. You guys are the best. Okay, so look, if you drew along with me tonight, I would so appreciate if you shared your work with me, whether you post it here and tag me or whether you email it to untanglingaddie@gmail.com. Or if you put it in the secret subscribers only group, I would appreciate it there. Y'all, anytime we do this particular pattern, we get a lot of feedback, and you guys, I feel like always have a lot of questions, and we do this pattern few and far between. So I feel like every time we do it, when we come back, you're like, I forgot. How do we do this again? And I always get questions. So I'm so glad that we have the opportunity to get together and draw together. And I would love to see what colors and patterns you added to your design, you know, because I've seen some stuff so far that is just wildly different from what I did, and I like it. It's been a very interesting journey. So thank you. But yeah, I would love to know if you drew with me. You still have questions. Donna Marie, what are your questions? I'm still here. Ask away. Because I'm sure whatever questions you have, somebody else also has. So, you know, you said you were collecting the January challenge to wear. Oh no, Donna, I just posted it today. Doggone. I just posted it today, Donna, but I would still appreciate if you shared it. You can share it in the subscribers group, and you can just, if you just want to post it outright and just say, here's my January challenge. You can do that. Most people, I was asking them to put it in the original post in the featured tab. You can find the January challenge there. I'm about to switch that out for the February challenge. So, but look, I don't know who sent theirs in today. Whoever sent theirs in today, I got it. It's on there. Yes. Okay. I got yours. Cool. Indeed. Okay. Dawn Marie says, I sent another picture. What do you do with overlapping behind shadows? Okay. Hang on. Let me look at your picture. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what we got going on. I love that you added the arrows. Thank you. If you have, okay, I see what you did. If you have overlapping, how did you manage to do that? Here's what I would have done. If you have what feels like it's overlapping, I see what you did. Hang on, she did this. Let me grab my paper. Let me move some stuff. Okay, paper. Okay. So it looks like what you did. Whoop, whoop. I'm so sorry, YouTube family. I didn't mean to bump you. You don't know what you did? Okay. So you have basically this, and then you have this, and then it comes around this way, and then you have this, and then you have, and basically what you did is this came up and back around this way, right? So yours has this kind of behind piece. So when I come from the outside, then this also comes down toward this, right? Okay, here's what I would do. This is what I would do. I would make my lines, and instead of inking all this in, I would go in, which you're kind of screwed at the moment. What you have, I would leave like it is, because you've already inked in these sections. You've already inked all this in. So what you have, I would leave it just like it is. But in the future, if you have a section that overlaps, I would do this. And I would ink this in. Okay. And I would ink this in. I would do it that way. Or I would make a pattern in the back. And I would hefty out. I would hefty out this outline. Right? Hefty out. Okay. I would just make this outline pretty thick. All right, I would make that pretty thick, and then I would add my design. Like whether it's smaller lines, if you did smaller lines, if you did like little tiny lines, skinny lines, you know. I would do something like those skinny lines or little something. That way I still have a difference between, oh yeah, this is a space and this is a space. And that's how I would make that look different. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You've always got to be original. And then you've got these spaces, right? You've got these spaces like this. The inside curves, you've got the inside curves. And then if you wanted to, you could ink this in. You could ink this whole section in if you wanted to do that. I would just change the way I thought about what I inked in, basically. And then you've got that. Does that make sense? I hope that makes more sense. Then this, and then you have these little skinny lines, these little lighter lines. That makes more sense? Okay. So yeah, I would just change the way I think about what I'm inking in. And I would make sure that I had a thicker outline. But since you've already done it the other way, I would just leave it just like it is, because nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Or you could make like a little sliver of a, you know, you could just like make that tiny section, that tiny line a little bit thicker. And that'll give an illusion of, that's right. This is how we learn. That's right. This is how we learn. There's no real right or wrong. Draw a white line. Well, that would be kind of hard to do on white paper, but sure. You know, that's something you could do. But yes, I do see your dilemma. I see what you're saying. So that would be my fix. If you find a better solution, let me know. But that would be my solution. Hope that helps. But if it all colored in black, the white would work. Yes, if it was all colored in black, then you could certainly put something over it. Yeah, you could put if it's, you know, like if all this was colored in black and this wasn't, then yeah, you could just put a white line. That would work too. Give it like an inversion kind of look. Well, I wish I could show your drawing, but it's on my computer. So it's not like it's just on my other device. It's on my computer. Oh, wait, hang on. Maybe I can show, wait a minute. Hang on, I might be able to show it. Let's see if this has juice. Oh, we have juice. We have the juice. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can get to it. is cone. All right. Come on, open, open. Do you see me? Wait, no? Okay, I'm gonna show you Dawn's picture and I'm gonna show you our dilemma. Wait, oh, why are we not updating? It's gonna happen. I just need you to update. Just update. Why are we not, why do we show it over here? Well, hot dog, Dawn, hang on. Try again. It's not showing your most recent. Close. Let's just close and reopen. Close it. Close it. Doggone it. How do I close it? Okay. Reopen it. Doing this again. Still nothing. Why is it not updating? Send it again. It's not showing me your most current one. Yay for juice. It's showing me this one. It's not showing me the most recent on this device. I don't know why. We have the juice. We have the, send it again. Send it again. Okay. Technology is great when it works, right? Ah, perfect. Okay. Here's our dilemma. Let me find my pointer. Where's my pointer? Here we go. Here's our dilemma. Hold on. Our dilemma is we can't see anything because we have a glare. Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay. Here's our dilemma. Turn it around, turn it around, turn it around. Bring it in, bring it in. All right. See how we have this curve right here? That if we were to bring our lines in and ink it in, then it just looks like one big blob. So what Donna is saying, that's probably a good idea. She's saying ink it all in and then take a white pen and make your line right here, just from the lower one. And you could do the same thing on this side. You could ink this in and then just take a white pen and ink that in, make a line. I think that is probably a great idea. I wish that I had a way to like jump this over to Procreate. And I wish that my pen had juice so that we could then show this in Procreate. Donna, that is a great idea. Yeah, ink it in, grab a white pen, and make a white line. And it'll be like a little inversion right there, and that'll be okay. So, see, we learn together. We learn together. You guys are the best. You're the best around. See, you guys are awesome. I like that solution too. Okay, so when you do that, take a picture of it. Send it to me. I want to see it. I want to see what your solution looks like. I would love to know. What about the bottom section that doesn't have a behind? Wait a minute. What do you mean? The bottom section. Oh, okay. You're talking about this. This right here. Where's my pointer? What did I do with it? Did I put it up? I put it up. Okay. You're talking about this one right here where it doesn't have, like it would come in and it obviously does not have a behind right here. That's okay. Not every single side is going to have a back section, and that's okay because of the perspective that we're viewing it. It's all right if it doesn't have, if you have a line that doesn't have this. If you wanted to give it a little bit of something, you could just take a heavier fine liner and outline a little piece of this if you wanted to. You don't have to. I think it looks fine the way it is because of our perspective. So I think that's just fine. So there we go. Let me know if you ink that in and, you know, do a white line. I would love to know how that looks. I bet. So if you have joined us this evening, we have done all the things. We have made ruffles and painted and done all the things and had a good time. To just as a refresher, you'll post in the secret group. Yes. As a refresher, if you're just joining and you're like, oh, I missed the whole thing. How do you make this? YouTube. Go to YouTube. We're going to replay the live. So go to YouTube, subscribe there. Oh, go ahead, subscribe there. And we're going to replay the live stream. And just know that once you get down this basic shape, this basic ruffle, it doesn't have to be in a circle. And you can build upon it. You can make more layers of ruffles. I'm just saying, it's a thing that you could do. Okay, y'all, I've had a great time. Join me again on Wednesday at noon Central Time. I will not be back tomorrow. Maybe on Tuesday, we'll see. I don't know what my schedule's like. But I will definitely be here Wednesday at noon Central Time. Do you mean save the live stream? I'm going to replay. I'm going to save it, and it's going to replay on YouTube. It'll be public on YouTube, so you can go watch it again. Y'all, I need the watch hours. We are trying to increase our following on YouTube and increase our watch hours so that we can enhance our viewer experience in the live stream on YouTube. So, you know, all that fun stuff. Hey, look, if you've been a past subscriber here and your subscription is no longer active, please make sure that you are remedying that. You can either subscribe here on TikTok by going to www.tiktok.com on a computer or a web browser and sign in, you know, log in, find the live stream. You can only subscribe if you are US based. You can only subscribe during the live stream. If that is a problem, we have a solution. It is $1 cheaper. Go to the link in my profile. You can do this at any time. You're going to click the first button in that link. It's going to go to coffee on the members page. You're going to subscribe there. It is $5 instead of $5.99. It will keep you in the giveaway that's happening on February 14th. We are giving away the Candy Hearts collection, which means you have to be subscribed no later than the 13th. When do you have to be subscribed by to enter the giveaway? February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. And you will be in for a chance to win the Ember Lily Candy Hearts collection. As well as at the end of the month, we have our normal giveaway. Don't know what's going in it yet, but it'll be our normal giveaway. Usually we put some kind of art supplies in the normal giveaway. Yep, through coffee. That's right. It is pronounced coffee. We are changing the world one pronunciation at a time. It is coffee. It is not Kofi or Ko-Fi. I'm telling you right now, it is coffee. We are going to make this happen. Oh my goodness. But yes, make sure that your subscription is active in order to be a part of the giveaway and in order to stay in the secret subscribers only group. Because after the 14th, I am going to start cleaning house because we keep saying that it is a subscribers only space, and we will be making it a subscribers only, like we'll be keeping it a subscribers only space. It's become a hot mess between January and now because we didn't know what was going to happen with subscriptions and we wanted to make sure everybody had information and all that stuff. So that's right. Nancy says we're going to be yeeting. Nancy's going to get yeet happy. So in case you didn't know, when you click the little heart at the top and become a team member, I know that you can't see them, but I am able to give you special tags to remember who you are and all that good stuff. And one of Nancy's special tags is happy yeet instead of happy feet. one of the favorite tags that I have given her to date. So there you go. Now you know. you don't want Nancy tossing you out now. Look, you want to stay in the secret group. In 2 weeks, we are going to be making biscuits from scratch with Melanie. Melanie is going to teach us how to make biscuits. And Melanie, look, hey, I want to reaffirm to you, we do not need a recipe. We just need ingredients. I want to know how you make biscuits. And look, if you don't measure anything and you're just like, this is how the spirit feels today. Like, okay, I'm with you. I'm ready to rock and roll. Jen, thank you so much. Hey, look, if you're just coming in and you're like, oh, I like this, but I don't know how you made it, hop on over to YouTube. We're going to make our live stream public for the replay. So, you were thinking, so I had thought about Patreon, but, you know, I decided to go with coffee instead. I don't know why, I just did. So we're here now. I think coffee is a great space for like if Etsy and social media had a baby. Patreon is a popular platform for YouTube. Yeah, it is. So there you go. Oh, you did your first practice of this morning. How did it go, Jen? How did it go? You can have lives and everything. No kidding. In Patreon you can. That's interesting. Huh. Well, I'm not moving now, Tamu. We're on coffee, and we're going to be there. So I'm not moving. I'm not giving us one more thing. Look, I applaud all of our subscribers for being flexible and patient and able to pivot. Sincerely appreciate you guys for this, because it has been a challenging time between January and now to be able to get out information and to be, hey, Lana, how you doing? Oh, thank you so much for subscribing. It has been a challenge to get all the information out and tell you guys how we're pivoting and what we're doing and where you need to be. And you guys have been such just tremendous cheerleaders and encouragers and such great sports in being able to pivot. So I sincerely appreciate it. Well, and Tamu, here's what you need to know. While we have subscriptions on coffee, there's really not a whole lot else that I do there yet. I have not had the opportunity to really build upon that platform because I have been too busy. When I tell you, it has been like trying to push a brick wall. It really has. It has been like trying to push a brick wall to try to get information out and make sure that everybody, you know, like herd all the cats. Herd all the cats. That's what it feels like. I'm just herding all the cats. Actually, no, it doesn't even feel like that. It feels like I'm herding all the squirrels. Oh my gosh. Oh, coffee fixes the shipping issue. Great, Nancy. Awesome. I'm going to have to go take a look at it. It's one of the reasons that I haven't put physical products on there yet. So, yeah, it has been like herding squirrels. Like, oh, you gave information? Where's that at? What? And then somebody else comes along. What information? What are we talking about? What do you mean? What? And I'm sure this is going to happen. We're going to start like weeding the subscriber space, and people are going to come back and go, I can't access the subscriber space. And I'm going to have to be like, yeah, is your subscription active? We need to fix this. And when I tell you, it is incredibly difficult for me to like go, okay, I'm cutting you loose. You have no idea how difficult that is for me. I do have the bundle sample bag on there. I have not put more physical products on there because I've had a problem with like compounding shipping for one box. So hopefully that is fixed. But yes, the curated supply bag is on coffee. You can order it through there. And it's in the link in my profile. It'll take you to how to order it on coffee. No, Lisa, you do not need to switch. If you are able to subscribe here on TikTok, continue to subscribe here on TikTok. I have coffee available for those of us who have had trouble accessing subscriptions through TikTok. That is all it is there for. at the moment. So Lisa, don't worry about, you're good. If you are still subscribed here on TikTok, you're good. It is just for those of us who don't have access to the live stream from a web browser to be able to renew our subscription. Don't worry. No worries at all. That's right, Lana. Squirrel. Where's Squirrel? Lana, so glad that you joined us over here on YouTube. Make sure you give us a subscribe. Make sure you give the live stream some likes, or, I'm still trying to figure out how YouTube works. Nancy, what they got to do here? See, Nancy's the go-to for how all things YouTube related. You got to like the live stream? Is that what you got to do? You got to give it a thumbs up? I don't know. I'm still new to YouTube. Tamu says on TikTok, it doesn't allow you to do more than 1 month or renew while sub is active. Correct. If your sub is still active, if your subscription is still active, it's not going to give you the chance to renew or extend. If you are US based. If you're anywhere else in the world, you won't have any problems. But if you are US based, it won't let you extend it or resubscribe until your subscription expires. When your subscription expires, then you can resubscribe only during the live stream, okay? If that is a problem, click the link in my profile. You can subscribe through the Coffee page. It is ko-fi. You can subscribe there. Either way, the only difference if you subscribe here, the only difference is you will lose your Inky tag here. If you're okay, and you'll lose your day count here too. If you're okay with that, then just subscribe here. It'll be okay. It gives you access to all the things. You still get your coupon codes to Ember Lily. You still have the subscriber space. You still have all the subscriber fun and your access to the giveaway and all those things. Okay? Okay. That's going to be the only difference. If you subscribe here, you lose your Inky tag here when this expires. Okay. Nancy's been here for 535 days. Holy cannoli. Gosh, golly. Oh, if you're here as a subscriber, let me know how many days you've been here. And if you're like, I don't know, I subscribed through Coffee and now I don't know. I'm sorry. It's like you get to start all over. You have a new birthday. You get to start all over. Your day count starts all over from here. I'm so sorry. Right? Nancy's like, no, I will not lose my day count here, and I will not lose my Inky tag here. Like, Nancy's going to the ends of the earth. Lisa's been here for 408 days. Oh, my goodness. Nancy says over here on YouTube, she says, click the thumbs up under the video. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. No, Lana says, already have. Like, subscribe, hit that bell. Oh, Lana, you are in the right place. Oh, my goodness. And if you want to have even more fun with us, to be a part of a giveaway, to be a part of a secret subscribers only group, click the link in my profile, subscribe through Coffee. I suggest that you do that. Because our giveaway and all the special things are through a paid subscription, which I do not have access to yet on YouTube because I'm not at that level yet. So y'all trying to level up on YouTube. Whoa, good golly. But, I'd appreciate it. So there you go. There's all the information that you need. All right, y'all. I had a fun time. If you still have questions on this pattern, check out YouTube, visit the replay. If you still have questions, y'all message me. Donna been here for 188 days. Message me. I would be happy to sit down with you and go through this pattern again. It is my pleasure, to work out all the problematic areas that you're having. Like, I love it. I love being able to give you that light bulb moment of, oh, I finally got it. because I love when people do that for me. Y'all, yesterday I was learning to crochet, and Andrea and Tamu and I think was Beth Robin there. I can't remember who else was there. Somebody else was, Lindsay was there for a hot minute. But you know, some of y'all decided to stay afterwards. Kelsey was there for a little while, and Tracy, and look, they babysat me until I got it, until I was like, that light bulb moment went off, and I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been doing wrong. So, you know, we're here for each other. Donna, I'm so glad you were here. I'm headed out too. So I really hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week this week. Look for the silver lining. Robin says, I'm here 445 days, maybe higher. Colin says 405 days. Look for the silver lining this week. Y'all, I think our mantra in this year is just like trying to stay alive in 2025, you know, like we're just trudging through each day. And I think it's really important to find the little things, find the little things to be thankful for. Find the little things that spark joy. Find just, you got to look real hard sometimes, but find them. They are there. Sometimes you got to squint real hard, but they are there, I promise. Sometimes they're just a little elusive. And sometimes they're in really, really unexpected places. Oh my goodness. Lisa says we're almost tied, 408 days. So I do hope that you guys have a wonderful week. I will catch up with you again, certainly on Wednesday at noon Central Time, if not before then. So make sure that your notifications are set so that you know when I'm live. We go live on both TikTok and on YouTube. So there you go. You're going to join yesterday. Oh, but your mom was at the hospital with pneumonia. I am so sorry. Those are heavy days. I know. Oh my goodness. Hey, that is some sweet time you can spend with your mama. Or even use great memories. That's right, Donna. Or even use great memories, you know, when times look really dark. And all you got is memories. Memories can be powerful. Oh, you're tangling now. Yes, Lana, so glad to hear it. Oh my goodness. All righty, y'all. I so appreciate you being here. Join me again later this week. We're here every Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time and every Wednesday at noon Central Time. So mark your calendars, set an alarm, all that good stuff. Beth Robin says, this group helps me smile and laugh during these difficult times. Right? Just trying to stay alive in 2025. Like, that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a lot. I don't feel like that's a lot. I don't know. Sometimes it is, but all right, y'all. Have a wonderful week, and I will see y'all again next time. Bye-bye now.